Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards. And he motions the wide receiver. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. In motion is Austin Hooper. On third down, it's Freeman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So on fourth down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. A second down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
We got 3 down. Go. Let's go. 26.
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 3. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
What stands to reason it gives Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second-place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
In motion left now is Beasley. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. In motion is Austin Hooper. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Elliott. And some space here. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go.
And the pressure gets to him again. Brooks Reed in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Elliott. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Sanu, the man in motion left. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back now here on EA Sports. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Sanu, the man in motion right. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. In motion left now is Beasley. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Prescott down on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, 42 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now running right through it.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Escaping the pressure right. That one complete. Elliott. And he's brought down after a good game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and 5. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Cowboys. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The give is to Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
2nd down, Prescott. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. In motion left comes Williams. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Running with Elliott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Shift together here from the D-line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. It's a give to Freeman running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.